Are you thinking about buying a house and don't know where to get started? So maybe you're here because you want to learn about the lending practices and what it takes. So great, let's get started. I'm going to have a special guest today. So I have here with me Javier Suarez. He's actually the broker and owner of Suarez Realty Group, and he's also a loan officer. So I'm going to let him talk a little bit about what the loan process is here in LA and San Bernardino County. So welcome, Javier.
What's up, Steve? Thanks for introducing me. Just wanted to go over some few things with Steve. You know, since he's working with a lot of buyers, they have questions about qualifying loan limits depending on the county here in California. So a couple things to touch. Every year, new loan limits are given. And this year in 2022, the conventional loan limit, $647,000. That's pretty much across the board. Anything above that, it's going to be considered a jumbo. On an FHA for San Bernardino and Riverside County, I believe it's about $547,000. And then depending on the other counties like San Diego, LA, OC, then they go up. So people will ask, well, how does that take place? How does that affect my buying power? So the way to make sense of it is the loan limit is capped at the $647,000 for a conventional, and on an FHA is capped at $547,000. So the buyer has to make up the difference on the down payment. So if they want to buy a house for, let's say, $800,000, and you want to go conventional, max loan limit $647,000, you got to come up with the difference plus the closing costs. So that's the big thing to take away from loan limits, right? Here with me as a loan officer, I'm licensed with a direct lender, ML Mortgage. We're also out of Rancho Cucamonga, like Suarez Realty Group, and we also have a mortgage brokerage in-house. So we have a lot of options for our buyers and our clients. Last year we did a lot of refinance. It was a refinance boom for the last couple of years due to the rates, but that's kind of slowed down. So now we're focusing on our buyers, try to get them in a good loan, good interest rate, because you got to keep in mind it is a 30-year fix. So you're gonna keep that rate. Now everything goes in cycles, up and down. So when we put people in these purchase loans at these rates, not to say in 2-3 years, the rates start coming back down and we go on a refi boom again. So everything goes in cycles. Real estate and mortgage is no different. It's an up and down thing.
So let me ask you, do you think it's actually a good time to buy right now?
Yeah, I mean, this question is asked so often, and my rule of thumb is if it's for yourself, if it's a primary residence, buy no matter the time, no matter the climate in the market. It doesn't matter, because I'm always saying it's better to buy than to rent. So if you are ready to buy, you've been saving, you've had your ducks in a row, you've been on this plan to buy now. I think now is better because they have more of a chance. Where before with COVID and when the market went crazy, it was really tough. Now, yes, the rates are higher. However, you have more bargaining power because there's not very many buyers out there. So if you're looking to buy for yourself, primary residence, buy whenever you're ready.
So what's the importance of finding the right lender? So what's the difference between like the mortgage lender and a broker or a banker?
Right.
Can you explain to the audience a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. So basically, a direct lender, which is what who I have my license with, we're like, how can I give it to you? Like maybe like a Farmers or an Allstate. I hate to use that as an example, but just because I don't want to make that comparison because it's a different industry. But it's we have our own direct line, so everything is in house. Where a mortgage broker is basically brokering the deal, brokering the loan, and we have 10 other lenders to choose from. So at that point, you get to fit the borrower depending on which bank fits the needs of that borrower, which is good. But direct lending, I like personally, is because the process is It's all under one roof. It's all in-house. It's quicker. You meet deadlines better. Where if you go on the broker side, you may find a better rate. However, you're dealing with another party,
Gotcha.
right? It's not all in-house. You're dealing with another bank, right? And they're underwriting. Where direct lending, underwriting, everything is within that home, that square, that box.
Exactly.
That's the difference.
Okay.
Not to say one's better than the other, but it's just what works best for the borrower. At the end of the day, your borrower, your buyer, your client is number one. So you want to give them that service, the best service possible for that individual.
So how important is it for like an agent and a loan officer to work together, right? I mean, as a team, right?
Yes.
Isn't that the most important thing to do?
Yeah, I mean, you've got to have a great rapport, with your agent, and the agent has to have a great rapport with the loan officer. A lot of the times the borrower finds the agent and then he already has the loan officer. Mm-hmm. So then at that point, you guys kind of make that introduction, which is great, right?
Okay.
You're networking. It's a potential loan officer to maybe give you leads, and then the loan officer looks at you as a potential realtor to give you leads. So that it could be that marriage that can happen. However, if for example, in this situation, if you bring me a borrower, and I do the loan, you do the real estate, I'm licensed to do the loan, you're licensed to do the real estate, and we're all on the same roof and we know each other, that could easily make the process a little bit smoother. I don't have to go somewhere, I don't have to call, I don't have to email, I don't have to hope that it's not a long weekend like we just had Labor Day.
Gotcha.
We're readily available. So those things, even though you may not think it's a big deal, it can be a big deal. So I think the relationship with the loan officer is important, especially when you're busy. When you're doing a lot of transactions, every little bit goes a long way, So I think to have a relationship with your loan officer is great, and a loan officer to have a relationship with their realtor is amazing.
Yeah. Well, hey guys, thank you so much. I want to thank Javi for stopping by and kind of talking a little bit about the loan process and stuff like that. So thank you, and we'll talk next time.
All right, guys, take care.